Hey everybody, it's your girl Angel Dust here, your favorite Cleveland singer, R&B songwriter here live on the Midwest Takeoff. We about to get into my song Secret, so stick around.
You ain't gotta say too much. I feel the same. This chemistry is so insane, baby. Can we cross that line to no return? Tell me what you want. Leaving it all in your hands. My body's calling for you. Giving you all that I have to give. You're the only one I wanna know my body. Only with you, this ain't for everybody. Gotta watch how we move, can't let them see us sliding. It's only you, I won't touch in my body. You're my little secret. You're my little secret. You're my little secret. You're my little secret. Always on my mind, on my team all the time. Keep me on my toes, don't get bored, not surprised. I just wanna love you right. Curse on me like something nice. Might just see you for the weekend. We go down these up tonight. Leaving it all in your hands. My body calling for you. Giving you all that I have to give. You're my little secret. That's how we should keep it. You're my little secret. That's how we should keep it. That's how we should keep it. You're my little secret. That's how we should keep it. Secret, baby. You're my little secret. That's how we should keep it.
Angel, hi.
Hey,
Thank you
hi.
so much for coming. Your
Thank you for
performance was
having me.
great. So you go by Angel Dust.
Yes.
Correct. Okay.
Mhm.
That's a powerful name.
It
So
is.
what does it represent for you as an artist and as a woman?
So as an artist, I don't look like a typical artist. Don't want to say like typical artist. Until you get to know my music, then and actually dive into my harmonies, the layers, how I sing certain things, the enunciation I use, then it becomes addicting.
Yeah.
But if you just see me out, I'm not really talkative. I like to observe. You're like, oh, okay, she's really chill, very shy, laid back. But until you get to know my music, it's like, oh, okay, you're addicting. I can't stop now. It's been 3 days. I'm streaming the same song. Yeah, you're addicted. Angel Dust. As a woman, it's very liberating for me. All the titles that I have that I wear them confidently. You would think just with the name Angel Dust, it has like a really, not so good positive light to it. But the way that I use that to describe me, who I am as an artist, I don't see that as anything negative. So I like to wear my titles with confidence.
Okay. I like that. So you said you have many titles, many hats. Singer, songwriter, actress, mother.
Period. Yeah.
Which role feels most natural and which one challenges you the most? I mean, I would figure mother feels more natural, but outside of being a mother, what role feels more natural for you?
Outside of being a mother would definitely be a songwriter, because there's so many things that we go through And then just being with this, just being a songwriter, you're able to write from different point of views. You don't have to write about love all the time. You can actually sit there and write about what's on your mind, how you're feeling. You can sit up here and I can look at one of you and I'll be like, okay, I'll just write a song based off of your point of view right now. Will you take it? I don't know. But that's more natural to me. That's my lane. I like to definitely
So
stay
you
in.
like to paint a picture with your words?
Yes, ma'am.
I know that's right. Okay, so when you're creating, do you start with a melody, a feeling, or a story?
A melody.
A melody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay, I know that's right. And then, so from the melody, then what?
I'm able to create whatever vibe I get with the melody. It can be 7 different vibes, or it could just be one. So whatever vibe I get from that with the melody, I'm able to put words into it. And once I start getting goosebumps on my arms, I'm like, yeah, we're going to stay with what the topic is right now, and we're going to let that flow, and we're going to get this recorded. If I hear more, I'm going to come back. If I don't, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's something about the music industry people don't see that you wish they understood?
Baby, it is more than the music videos. It is more than the cute pictures on Instagram and TikTok. It's more than that. It really takes business etiquette, consistency, and time, and patience, and devotion. It's more than that, and money. So if you're in it just for the looks, steps, get out of line, because it's more than that, you know. So if you're stepping into the music industry, any industry at that matter, just make sure you come in professionally correct. Make sure your business is top tier. Make sure that you're always studying and learning. And also, don't quit your job. That job is going to help you move faster in the industry. Invest in yourself. So behind the scenes, stay on top of it.
Okay. I got like 2 more questions for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is a fun one.
Okay.
If your vibe were a drink, what's in the cup and how strong are we talking?
The gag is I don't drink.
Oh, shoot. Okay. All right, so let's switch it up then.
Okay.
What's your studio ick? Like, what can instantly kill the creative vibe?
I don't really have an ick in the studio.
Okay.
I don't have
what
one.
you say goes. Okay.
Yeah, that's just what it is. I know what I'm going there for, what I'm going to do, and we're just going to lay it out. I'm the type of artist where I do welcome some creative input, you know, if you're on my team, of course. If you're my engineer, my producer, I definitely welcome creative input, but it definitely takes a lot for me to get an ick in the studio.
Okay.
So, because, I mean, I'm controlling it.
Yeah. We tunnel vision here.
Yes, ma'am.
So what messages are you trying to send through your art to young women watching you as you rise through your music journey?
Yeah, so definitely I want to show women coming up under me or that's already there, level-headed, that it doesn't matter where you come from, what you do, what you have going on, what your family foundation look like. You can still do it. You can still get up, do that video, write down your goals. You can still put money aside to invest in this beat, invest in studio time, invest in your look, invest in your brand, invest in some things about yourself that you want to change so your project can be exactly how you envision it yourself. I know my music is definitely like more feel-good, confident, sexy music, but with that, I want to definitely show women anywhere. It doesn't matter who you are, what you look like. If I can get up and do it, and if I can get up and still have the accolades that I do have, and I'm in rooms where I can't physically be in, then you can too. All it takes is consistency and faith.
Yes, great answer. Well, thank you so much for joining us on the Midwest Takeoff. If you would like to give any few words before you leave, share your socials.
Yes, so thank you guys for having me so much. Again, I go by the name of Angel Does. I'm an R&B singer and songwriter from Cleveland. You guys can definitely check up with me and follow me on Instagram. That's Angel Does, ANGELLL_DUSSTT. My single Secret is out right now, and stay tuned for more music. Stay tuned.
What's going on, everybody? It's Troop Nation. And I have Boss Brii, DJ Loc Babe, and 216 Hundo. And we are kicking off season 4, episode 4 right now. And we got a live Q&A for you guys. We got some questions that we're gonna answer for you, and we're just gonna jump straight into it. What's going on, y'all? What's up with everybody? How y'all doing?
Hey, everybody.
Back in
Look at these beautiful faces.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
I can't see myself, but I know I'm beautiful too. It's okay.
I just want to say we appreciate all the fans and all the love that we've been receiving this season. And hey, we doing this all for you guys. And we want to shout out to Ken, the shooter, man. Shout out to him.
Kenan.
Hey,
Big dog.
we are actually moving in such a great trajectory going up. Now, how y'all feel about that?
Feeling good. Things have been consistent and flowing and growing, and it's been great meeting the new talent. I mean, not new talent, but it's been great meeting talent around the Midwest.
Yeah, for sure.
I could definitely say since I joined the team, opportunities been opening up for me and things been going on, so I'm real excited. Just got casted as one of the leads in the stage play. I Can't Go Home, so y'all check out that.
Congratulations.
You got to plug myself in.
You know what I'm saying?
Written and directed by Blue Simone, you know what I'm saying? Y'all tap in with her, but everything was good with me.
That's great. As always, for everybody to keep going and elevating and growing, because that's what we are here to do every single day, is be better than we were the day before. I have no complaints. Everything's been great for me, juicing. I have a deal right now with the Cleveland Cavaliers, so I juice for their players. So I've been doing that. I got a market like every weekend this month in October for my juice business.
Go ahead.
Still have
Daily Press.
Yes, our Daily Press company.
Yeah.
Check us out, our Daily Press CO on Instagram. Other than that, people have been watching.
Yeah.
And little fun fact is I actually did public speaking when I was in high school. I competed for Future Business Leaders of America. I competed at the state level. I placed first, then I competed nationally. So I've been public speaking for a while, which there's more to that. Regardless though, people watch the videos and have been like, yeah, you're really good. Like, you should do that more often. You should, that's your platform. And I'm like, thank you. So it's very reassuring and it's beneficial. Like, you see the seeds that you have planted are growing, and it just happens to be harvest season.
Okay.
Hey, man, and the rain brings growth, man. It was pouring down rain, and we still made it to the show.
Amen.
Shout out to Angel Dust. She did the great drop down mic.
Amazing.
Like we really doing something. I called them the All-Star Team because without them, this season would not be what it is today. And I really just want to say thank y'all for real, like publicly. Like,
Thank
you.
you.
I appreciate all y'all. Like,
Thank you for bringing us and making us a part of the team.
Absolutely.
Seeing the vision, having foresight,
Like we've been trying to put this together for a while and be in season 4.
Yeah.
Where do you see like the Midwest Takeoff from like your perception of where you want it to be, and then imagine it from where it's at now?
So where it started was a beanbag, right? A palm tree and 2 chairs, And so where it is now, it's like so many more people are watching, so many people are asking to get on the show. We got an app now, we got a website, and now it's just like the trajectory is going up. And I'm like, okay, we finished season 3, like season 4, and mind you, a lot of these people I'm meeting this year, last year, you know what I'm saying? Me and you been knowing each other since high school, so like I met her, she was a great speaker, and I'm like, she does modeling and this and that, she's athletic. When I met you, she was DJing, but everybody that I met on the team literally had something in my head, like they're stars, and more people need to see them. So I'm like, how can I get all these individual stars on one team and one accord? And that's when we had that meeting. And me and you been rocking since high school. Right. But now I see you acting and everything like that. I'm like, oh, my dude, he's elevating. And you always want to meet people that's elevating with you. So it's like you don't really got to pull nobody up because they're already next to you. You're aligned together. And I'm like, how can I put them in one room? And now where I see us going in, like I said, national TV shows, we are talking to big companies to partner with. And, hey, one thing leads to another. Next year, we might be on everywhere.
Yeah.
Turn
That's
on
what it's
your national
about.
TV, turn on your TV program and you'll see us.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like with consistency and like just constantly showing up, even when you don't feel like it, it's inevitable for something to be produced from that. Like, You know, it's like no matter how long it takes, if you are constantly working at it, that muscle builds. You know what I'm saying? Eventually it gets to where you want it to be.
I definitely say, like, from different times that I got to hang out with y'all individually and stuff like that, it's like I've been to clubs with you and seen how you operate and how you move the club. I'm like, oh, that's how a DJ actually do it. Turntables and lifting and the people dancing and we back there jigging. I'm like, that's how that goes. You know, hanging out with you is just like, all right, bruh. I think he could be a comedian, like one of the best in the world.
I'm not even.
He
funny
don't want to
like
be
that.
a comedian.
I got no jokes.
Is he not funny?
Be funny.
He's not as funny as me, but I'll give it to him.
Hey.
She told you I
I mean,
ain't
I'm
that
a
funny.
little funny myself, but
You
You know what I'm
know?
saying? Like, man, to me, one of the funniest people I've met in some years, and it just off the fly. And, you know, I did Futureland, and I hosted the red carpet on Futureland, or the green carpet on Futureland a year ago. And when I did that, I met you. And from there, it's like just seeing how people speak and how people are. And like, you know, I met you from Juju. You know, and I'm sitting here like, man, she's super cool and this, that, and the third. And it was all great vibes. And she was smiling and this, that, and the third. Was asking who I was and nobody knew, you know. And I feel like when you start growing, want to be better, you start getting introduced to better people and better quality of things. And we're on the show together now.
Like you just saying, it's crazy because like all of our interactions, it's like what I appreciate from everybody on the team. It's still, no matter where we at, whether we out, whether at a fashion show, whether we're at a club or whatever, it's always like a level of professionalism every time we step out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's like, okay, we could drink or whatever, whoop-de-whoop, but, you know, whoop-de-whoop, but we can still, it's still a level of professionalism. Like, when we step out, we still got a brand we represent. You know, we still have an image we represent, not just for the Midwest Takeoff, but for each other individually because we all have our own thing. And so I can appreciate that because, like, I know when I step out with y'all, I ain't got to worry about somebody being, you know what I'm saying, sloppy drunk or twisted or making us look bad. You know what I'm saying? Everything is just so efficient, on time. Everybody look out for each other. You know what I'm saying? That's what I really appreciate. So thank y'all.
I would just have to say, like, kind of piggybacking off of that, we're very good at commanding the room as a collective and not as individuals. I mean, as individuals, we can do that. As a collective, though, it's a shared space in taking over the room and bringing the attention and the people who want to know what it is that attracts them to us. So I appreciate that. It's noticeable, especially watching it, because it's, like I said, shared. So it's not every time that one person is in the light. And it's just nice to know that even with it being different times that each of us are in the light, they always acknowledge us as one unit too.
Yeah.
Very supportive.
And the way you know, because Kenneth's not here today, but, you know, shout out to him because the way I met him, I was on the movie called Bread. And when I was in that movie, he was also in the movie too.
Yeah, shout out to Deuce
And
Ellis,
shout out
man.
to Deuce. And, you know, but Joy,
Shout out to Joy.
Joy introduced me to Cannon. And right off the bat, the energy was great. I'm like, oh, this dude about to be my bro. You know what I'm saying? And we kicked it, we hung out, we talked, and he's on the show. You know what I'm saying? Just like, you know, and it's just like every time I feel like something is growing, I'm meeting the people that helps you elevate as well. So I know the fans been asking us some questions and stuff like that. So the first question I want to ask, or from the fans, and thank you guys for reaching out and asking us some questions. They want to know, how did we like in our trip to Pontiac, Michigan?
How did we? What?
How was our trip to Pontiac, Michigan for our first tour? What was that like for us? Well, how did it go for you guys?
I was in the backseat crying. I'm not gonna lie. At one point, I did have tears running down my face. I couldn't breathe. I blame Hundo because he just couldn't keep his face straight.
I ain't even do nothing, man.
The class clown over here.
Listen. We drove out there to Pontiac, Michigan. Shout out to Bland Material and the Standard Fashion Show. Shout out to y'all.
Shout out Diamond.
They shout out Diamond. She gave us our first award for the Midwest Takeoff. And you know, that was a 3-hour ride up there. So, you know,
I woke up. I'm sorry, I have to say this. I woke up from my nap because I was like, this don't sound right. Mind you, we all like 3 of us have the same car, different like years, but like we got the same car. So I wake up and I was like, bruh, I know, like, you got a flat tire. Like, I could tell by the sound. So
on the way back?
Yes. Like, it don't sound right. So then we hit like this different road, so it don't sound as like flat. So we're like, maybe I'm tripping. And then we go with some more and the road change again. And we pull over and
everybody like, it's
Oh yeah, so
yep.
so what that was, right? So we had this amazing show out there. We went out there for like a day trip, a turn and burn, and you know everybody, them two walked down the fashion runway, and everybody, you know,
Man,
the
look.
modeling and everything like that. Great pictures, great time, right? So on the way back from our tour, we drive in. We get 17 minutes away from Cleveland. We're somewhere on the west side somewhere, right? And you hear
I think
boom,
North
boom.
Olmsted or something.
Yeah,
North outside of North
yeah.
Olmsted.
And you hear dum dum dum. And mind you, it's me, Cannon, all three of them.
All our big
and-
asses in one car.
Yeah, all of us in
Chevy
one car.
Malibu.
We hit a pothole. And
I
it
said,
went
we only 15 minutes away.
Man, listen, we were so close to home, but you know, we caught the flat. And at first, I didn't hear it, but then I'm like, the car felt a little funny. I'm like, let me cut down the radio. And now I'm listening. I'm
That's
like,
when it
yeah,
get
we
real
def-
when you turn down the radio.
Yeah.
You turn on that radio, it get really real. That's when you know.
It gets really
man,
real.
we
You
had
gotta
to,
turn it down the park.
pull off
to see.
and get to the to the nearest gas station.
No, you all
I
made
bought
it to our
Fix-A-Flat.
destination.
Fix-A-Flat didn't work for the
No,
car.
fix a flat ain't do
Yeah,
nothing.
nothing. I didn't know the inside of the car was shredded, and we wind up cracking my rim.
Let's talk about how they don't put spare tires in the new cars.
Yeah, no
anymore,
spare
and
tires in
that
new
is-
cars
Yeah,
anymore.
that's
That was
disappointing.
crazy.
Yeah,
That's
they
pretty dumb.
these companies are definitely penny pinching off that because
And still
no new-
charging the same prices for these cars.
Yeah,
Even more.
More.
there's no tires on newer cars, so if you have to actually buy that separately.
That's okay. I really want to buy an extra tire. A donut is cool and all, but like just
Yeah,
give me
I
the
don't
new
have
tire.
an
Let me
extra
just
tire.
Yeah,
pit stop, like
Just-
boop, boop, boop,
yeah,
boop, boop.
and
Like
just
we
put it in
good,
there,
we
yeah.
rolling,
I ain't gotta worry.
and I gotta just go buy a new one later.
Stay
call it
ready.
a
You
day.
ain't got to get ready.
Feel me?
so
Except for they only
but-
come in
but the trip
bundles
to-
of 4, so that's only the dilemma. I don't get an extra deal for buying a fifth tire.
Just to make that clear.
I'm just saying, like, think about it. They be like, buy 3, get the 4th one free. So what if I buy 4? Can you give me 2 for free? No. Good talk. Damn.
that's funny. What you were saying?
I was just saying, I like the trip to Pontiac though.
It was
I
great.
like
It was
Great.
cool. Wasn't that bad driving down
The
there.
weather
You
was
feel
great.
me?
It was hot.
Except for the lady giving us the directions to said down the street.
Yeah,
It was
that
right
was
down the street.
bad. But I feel like we turned it out once we got dressed and stuff.
Oh
we
yeah,
turned it out.
yeah. Oh, we was
yeah.
fresh.
Little hot. Little hot. but
It
we
was a
turned
little
out, you know what I'm
toasty,
saying?
but you know we made it work. We look good.
Yeah.
So, nonetheless,
supposed to
Good.
do.
Okay.
we
I got some fire pictures. Great pictures.
You know,
Oh,
it's
no,
crazy.
You got some fire pictures for sure.
'Cause I don't even know if I should say this, so I ain't even gonna say it. But we be knowing when the night be over.
Yeah.
We
Wrap
be
it
knowing,
up.
like everybody be having the same look.
Yeah,
like
we all look at each other. Yeah, we did our job. All right, let's go. You know.
That eye contact that be like for a second too long.
how the
Like,
cousins look at each other on Thanksgiving.
Right. So, you know,
That
now
I'm
this
trying
is
to
episode 4, right? How would you guys describe so far the 3 seasons before this one? I mean, the 3 episodes before. How would y'all describe the season so far?
Progressively better.
it definitely has gotten better as each episode has approached. The first one, I think we definitely were trying to get a feel for each other on camera.
On the mic? Yeah.
On the mic, and just get an idea of like the speaking patterns and like timing and things like that. But after that, it was smooth sailing. I think so far so good.
This
just
is a
bust out laughing.
this
I
is a
ain't
prime
know.
example. No, because this man over here playing with the mic, then he said like,
No, I'm just trying to make sure I was good.
no, are you good?
I'm great.
I'm concerned.
I'm great.
Wait, what was the question? I just forgot because he just
How
So,
did you feel about the trip to Pontiac?
that we
no. The
Question
new
two
the new
now.
question. Yeah,
How you answer question 2, but go back to question 1.
right.
So
I just
the
answered
new
the
question was a little bit. But the new question was how since episode 1 to now episode 4.
Progressive.
How do you guys?
Right. I feel like this is what I was trying to go for, like the first one. Remember, I was like, I want to have more conversation than question. Like make it open so we can have like the ability to show our personality, the ability to show our knowledge, and have dynamic conversation that shows our diversity, but also shows our inclusiveness and like why we're together as one.
Yeah.
So I think it's very good. It's been some bumps, obviously, but I feel like everything that you go through until it's down the line further, it's going to need to be ironed out.
Yeah, for sure.
As long as we keep watering our iron, we cool.
All right.
Keep it steamy.
I have a question before you ask
Yeah,
mine.
go ahead.
What do you all think is what do you all think is your biggest weakness that has been exposed throughout this time so far? And how have you learned or started to figure out how to make it become a strength, or utilized one of us to help it become a strength?
I think for myself, I have like certain words that are like comfort words that I'll say, even though I don't know I'm saying it. That's something I have definitely gotten better at, but I'm noticing it and correcting it, or in real time, I'm noticing it and trying to be proactive about it in my brain. But other than that, I think that my nerves, as far as being on camera, being camera shy, that has definitely went away. At first, I was like, oh,
We really got cameras in
right.
studio.
You know, but now I'm like, hey, y'all, what's good? So, yeah.
For sure.
I would say, for like the lack of better words, like just trying to do too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like everybody got their own lane. You know what I'm saying? Like DJ, founder, CEO, you got our daily press, Cannon, your shooter. You know, and me, I just got into acting. You know, so when I jumped on board with Cannon, I mean not Cannon, but Troop, it's more like whatever you need, I got you. You know what I'm saying? So he'll put something in the chat like, hey, you know, we need X, Y, Z. You know what I'm saying? It may be in your lane or whatever. But I'm like, hey, well, I got this idea or whatever with the whoop. But I ain't never want to like step on nobody's toes, but I just wanted to make sure that I was doing my part. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because the way I am, I always want to make sure like you ain't gonna say shit about me. Like I ain't pulling my weight or nothing like that. You know, so if I know I got my name on it, I want that shit to be pristine. Yeah. I want it to be, you know, gold when we touch it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's my biggest weakness. I can kind of be overbearing and maybe try to, you know, jump in somebody else's lane. But I just want the best for the team. You feel me? I just want the team to win. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody busy, I'm more than willing to pick up the slack. You feel what I'm saying? If I could do it and you can't, hit me up.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like. That's what the team is for. You know what I'm saying?
Utilize us.
Yeah, utilize us, and it's like not to, like I said, step on nobody's toes or nothing like that, but it's just for the bigger picture of, you know what I'm saying, show must go on. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's my biggest reason, but I kind of, you know what I'm saying, step back and just stay in my lane. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, that's dope.
So coming together, bringing 5 people together, I felt like at first I'm like, man, I know all these people. And it was like, you know, you get doubts in your head and everything. Like, are these 5 people going to clash? Are they going to work good together? Do they even know each other? You know, and so it was like, having this first meeting, it was like, my heart was racing. You know, I'm like, okay, what do I do? And then, you know, that same day, you know, I had like a $10,000 chain on, I lost it, you know, going to the meeting. Don't know where it went, you know, and I'm like, damn. So it was like jumping to this, and it was just, all right, well, I can't control that, so boom, but keep the day going, you know. And so the first meeting that we had, we was in this nice meeting room and everything like that. First thing I did for everybody, I wanted to say we celebrated, you know, being together. So I brought everybody champagne in the room. You know, we had some Bel Air. And so, you know, the journals and everything like that, I just like, before we get this started as a team, we should write down what we want out of this, you know, and then what do you want to project for yourselves individually, you know. I'm glad it's worked out, but, you know, in the beginning it was like, oh, let's see how this works. Let's see how it moves, because everybody is different. I know you guys all individually, but I'm like, dude, I don't know if y'all know each other, you know what I'm saying? So when we all came in together, and it was like, it was working, the meeting was good, you know, the first thing we all wrote down was, this is our first step into becoming a millionaire, you know, and it is, because the world is getting to see us all individually and together as a collective, how we working together as groups. You and everybody else, we all work in groups outside of this show, you know, from acting to DJing to athletics, and you now working with the Cavaliers, you know. each of us got something that's going on outside of here. You know, me hosting different places and stuff like that. I think that, you know, it was in my head, it's going the way it is now. But in the beginning, I was more worried that, you know, we got all these different people with big names, and I was worried about egos and how y'all would react.
Like, will it mesh together?
Would we all mesh together? And it did. This is a soulful. This is a crock pot, and it's all brewing to become a great meal.
It's
and
a gumbo.
I love this, you know, and I'm thankful for each of y'all because all y'all do y'all parts. Nobody really step on each other's toes. Everybody share the content and everything like that. It's like this team is really the All-Star team. And, you know, that's why I always say it, you know, All-Star team, because each of y'all are great in y'all fields, and I'm thankful.
Thank you.
Like, yeah, for sure.
We're thankful for you too. So, thank you for bringing us on.
Go ahead, answer your own question.
Yeah.
I think my biggest weakness would be the confidence in being on the camera. It's different than modeling because, you know, I just pose a couple of times, get the vibe of whether it's the photographer that has the creative vision, whether it's myself that has the creative vision, whether I'm actually modeling for a brand and they have that vision, you know, like I have that goal in mind and it's executable versus being on camera, creating my voice, creating myself in that light and being comfortable with that and being able to grow. And I can take constructive criticism. I just can't watch myself. So like working on being able to do that, to be able to get better, to be able to grow from that. And then also knowing like what's next. So when we talk about, okay, what's after this for us after the season, you know, okay, we all still have our own avenues and we talk about streaming and we talk about doing things to gain this accessible money, to gain access to our niches better. Yeah. So, you know, what does that look like and how can we do that for ourselves and for each other, you know, doing that. So getting comfortable in that weakness of being behind, well, in front of the camera, but like watching it behind afterwards and being able to do that so that way we give each other like content where people are drawn to, like not just us as us, but us as the podcast, us as, oh, this was a good conversation between them two. I want to see something else, you know, stuff like that. So just being able to not let my weakness become me overthinking and overdoing and just kind of still letting it be natural, being comfortable, and letting everybody flow.
Yeah, being okay with mistakes.
Yep.
That's the main thing.
So when I approach each of y'all, right? When I approach each of y'all to be a co-star, you know, for a whole season, you know, and see where it goes. How did y'all feel about that? Like, hey, I think you're great, and I think this could be a great opportunity for you and the show. How did y'all feel about that?
I'm always open to facing my fears, but I think that you know, I was sold by this man right here, just from what he has done so far and just his belief in the Midwest Takeoff. Like people, you know, they buy what you're selling once they buy into you first. Like it's easier for people to buy a product you're selling if they feel like they can relate to you or they can, you know, believe in who you are as a person. So that's why I am here. So
dope.
yeah.
What about one of you guys?
We'll start with the question when it was like, oh, you're great and I want you on the show. My response, I know I'm great. No, I'm just kidding, but I'm not kidding.
That was her response.
That was not my response. Honestly though, just kind of the appreciation of being highlighted and respected, especially in a specific light, because I'm multifaceted, multi-talented. So I do a lot of different things. It just isn't one avenue. And a lot of times for a female in athleticism, or being athletic, doing sports performance training, being in nutrition, all that kind of stuff, you get overlooked because you're not a male, literally. And I deal with a lot of people in positions and places that deal with athletics who have that respect for me. And so being able to kind of be now on a platform to speak about it is appreciated. It's honored and I value it. So I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to kind of showcase that in a different light, because a lot of people know me from when I was training. And so, well, specifically with the gym, when I was training with them. And so now being able to have my own thing and have my own name and emphasize my brand is kind of like really what I was grateful for. I was nervous to know how we were all going to come together, because I didn't know how egos were going to be, and I didn't think that anyone had like egos per se, just in terms of like how people present themselves and how we can flow together in terms of like the ego, and not being like one person overpower or one person not say anything, and it not being like they are being overpowered, they just don't feel comfortable to have a space to talk. Right. And so that was kind of where I was at, was how do I make sure that I come in and fit into this space, but also create the space to have other people fit in with me?
Yeah. It's amazing.
I would say when you asked me, I was like, bet I'm down. You know what I'm saying? Just because, like, one thing I've been watching, you know what I'm saying? And I'm never going to involve myself into something that I don't believe in the vision or see the vision or nothing like that. And, you know, we had a real nice conversation at one of the events I was throwing up at Space 65. So shout out to Space 65. Shout out to Nate, Ozzy the Plug. And he told me about your vision, and I was on board. I had already seen what you was doing. And for me, it was right up, you know, my avenue. I just finished shooting Brii, so I had just hosted the Legend Awards. That was the first time I hosted that. So for me, it was like the doors was opening up. And so I wanted to walk through that door, you know. And then we already had history just going back to high school, so I already knew you as a person, you know, outside of here, you know, what you stood for and everything like that. So I was honored, you know what I'm saying. I felt good to be recognized, you know, because in this industry you can do a lot and be overlooked, you know, just like, you know, Brii was saying in her industry, she may get overlooked or whatever. And it feels rewarding when people see what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? People want to say, hey, I rock with you. I see what you're doing. I want to be a part of this. It's definitely humbling. You know what I'm saying? It makes me want to be like, well, whatever you got, I got you. You know what I'm saying? That's why I am the way I am. So I'm humble. I'm thankful. You know what I'm saying? I think we all are. And shit, sky's the limit.
Sky is definitely the limit. So looking at what some of the fans asked us, they said, who's likely to crack the most jokes when the cameras aren't rolling? Who y'all saying? Who y'all saying? Because my fingers going straight. This
what
guy.
y'all don't know is Brii be cracking jokes on the low.
We all be cracking jokes.
She peep shit and she don't ever say. She see people have a little look on her face. And then
That's
she
not
just
cracking
bust
a
out
joke.
laughing.
I just be looking.
But
Oh, she got the silent jokes.
I say I say a lot with my face and say nothing at all with my mouth. Because
just
I'm not a
comment on the
person that
shit you see.
judges. I don't judge.
Yeah.
I have my own thoughts, but that's not me judging. Hey,
That
if
is
it
you
floats your
having-
boat, let me not sink it. Do what you do, boo-boo. It ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
I just say what everybody else is thinking. I be like, shit.
I feel like we all are funny in our own way. But you're the comedian, though.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, we all. I mean, listen. If Cannon was here too, we all gonna point to you.
I never forget when Troop came back to the wet from Pontiac. He had left for like 5
Bruh.
minutes. He had came
Hey,
back. My boy
It was not 5 minutes.
I'm telling you right now, bro.
3 hours
too.
later.
3 hours later. He told us, y'all ready? We all in the car packed like
Hey, it's
sardines.
hot.
We
in there.
sweating. He got the keys.
We in there cold as shit.
Yeah.
The
Y'all
night has
really going there
fell.
right now?
The night has fallen.
Hey man, listen.
And it's a
You gotta
brisk
conduct
little-
business. You gotta take care of business. You gotta make sure all the things are right before you hop back in the car.
I bet. I bet.
So
My
you know.
man came
Oh, I
back
like
cheesy.
this question. Can I ask this question?
Yeah,
okay.
ask it.
It says, if you had to swap roles with another co-star, my bad. That was like real. Ugh.
Go ahead.
If you had to swap roles with another co-star for a week, who would it be and why?
If I had to swap roles for,
I'm gonna say Cannon because he be everywhere.
Cannon.
He be everywhere.
Yeah, Cannon definitely be everywhere. I'm not gonna. Yeah.
Cannon be traveling.
He be here, there, everywhere.
And if he not everywhere, the way he take them pictures make it look like he everywhere.
Facts. So I would go your route.
Me?
Yeah, cause I'm not gonna lie, like the athletic thing. I want to see what the Nike is like, and you know what I'm saying. So I would like the athletic stuff.
Please do not forget I'm an associate program manager at a residential facility for behavioral health kids.
okay, I don't want to do that.
So don't forget
Is
it.
that for bad kids? Or-
No, I like the athletic part of
Okay.
what I said. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Dealing with bad kids, I'm gonna leave that because
You want the
I
juice
ain't got no
business?
temper for
I have
Oh no, see so the juice business, I think that's pretty dope because that goes coincided with having the athletic. You drinking healthy, you eat healthy, you're running around. So me, like if I had a swap for a week, I would like that portion of it.
Okay, that's fair.
You know, more than what you do for your 9 to 5. I mean, that's what you like
3
to
to
do.
11.
Or however long, you know what I'm saying? But getting into fitness and learning more about fitness and stuff like that, and I know you also do fitness as well. But I definitely want to get into having that that look or whatever, or stuff like that. So yeah, I would swap and see what that's like, because you post a lot about it on TikTok.
It's very hard.
Oh,
to
it's my turn.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think.
She's like nobody.
I wouldn't want to
Because
swap
me and
lives
Brii
with
kind of
you.
have the same outline of life, like
Yeah,
into the
honestly.
same things.
Yeah.
And I honestly, y'all cool and all, fuck with y'all.
I don't want to be no dude for a week.
But I really don't have any interest in being a dude for a week. But the comedian part, I'm a comedian low key, so let's just make that clear.
Yeah.
But if I had to switch roles, I guess it would be with this fellow.
This guy.
This guy.
This guy.
But my life is lit, so.
Like a candle.
Oh man, that is hilarious.
And you? Did you say somebody?
No, I was talking with her just because I feel like we are very similar. But I've always wanted to do some DJ stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, because never mind. I'm not gonna put them
I've
out there
always
like
wanted
that.
to get into modeling stuff, but
You
I'm too smiley. And it's something that I cannot control.
You gotta learn how to smile with your eyes, which also can be a very bad thing. But for certain things,
It looks like
no,
you-
I mean it just sometimes you learn how to do it naturally, and then
and
people
think. Yep. So I think I do that already.
Try it right now.
You can't do that.
He said, "Look at me. Look at me real
You
quick."
can't put me on the spot now because
Look
now
into
I'm
the
about
camera
to
and
be
do
But
it.
ear
but
to
you,
ear.
but you
like-
smiling with your eyes though.
But I'm smiling down here too. Smiling with
man.
smizing. It's
That is
not
hilarious.
using this part. It's using this part, right? You the model, so she knows. But I can't help it. Like even when we were out in Pontiac and we were walking, I could not smile. I was trying so hard. Kayla, stop smiling. Kayla, stop. I was telling myself.
Brii be looking like she about to fight somebody when she be modeling.
No,
and
she
be
looked like
walking.
she's coming through. Get out of my
Yeah,
way.
get out of my
Please,
way. It's
I'm the
definitely
queen.
the vibe. Yeah.
The queen
For
of
sure.
Cleveland.
Not at all. And it's the heels. To be completely honest, I feel like when I put heels on, I just
A whole nother person. huh?
alter
have the
ego.
the power.
Yeah,
That's how I
heels
feel
are
when I sit
powerful.
behind the camera and I'm right here. I feel like I'm at my truest self. Like this is the highest version of me, and it's elevating more every episode, every season. Like this is who I am. Like my first 2-3 episodes when we first had the first season, I wasn't doing that much talking. We had Mila Topics at the time for the co-star and everything like that, and she was more of a talkative person, more of a host. And so I took the backside, even though I owned the company, I took the backside to learn from her and everything like that, because she already knew how to talk and how to move. And then I'm like, okay, shout outs to her too, but once I found my voice and how to articulate myself, it's like, that's who I am. It's like, that's the role, and it just been that way ever since. And so I definitely would say I found myself here. Like, I had a clothing brand before I even owned the Midwest Takeoff. I had Global Kings for like 2-3 years. And, that was successful. We had a lot of models. We went viral a couple times back then COVID happened. And I'm like, that shut everything down. And I sold the company right after that.
But I feel like when you true to yourself and you know who you are, like whatever you put your hands on, it's gonna be that much easier to operate. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna have your boundaries in place. You're gonna know what you're gonna tolerate, what you're not gonna tolerate, because you're gonna stand up for you no matter what. And whatever you put your name on, it's gonna represent you. So I think you know who you are. Just make shit easier.
Oh yeah,
Walking
makes
your
the
truth.
execution way easier.
So, before, we end the episode, right? I want, if y'all could shout out one person that inspired y'all on y'all journey to where y'all are in this day and age right now, to where you guys are. If y'all could shout out somebody and give them their flowers, who is that person to you? Shout them out. Because we always do some type of motivation for the youth and something like that, but let's motivate somebody who actually gave us our kickstart, our first leg into this industry, and who would y'all say?
So we talking about this industry or just in life general?
Whichever you choose.
Mine's a twofer.
Oh yeah.
I would give it to my high school track coach, Rick Coleman. He actually owns a successful food truck and brick and mortar. He has 2 different locations. He's opening a second one in Willoughby. Jackpot Street Food. He has Jackpot Food Truck, the Munchies Mac food truck. A man that has believed in me since I was in 8th grade. He was my high school track coach, mind you. He came down and was coaching me when I was in middle school, has been there literally up at 5:30. I'm riding my bike to the Y, down to I'm driving his food truck and running his food truck for a week while they go out of town for a birthday. So I've been on both sides of the growth and development of as a person. In athletics, and then as a businesswoman now, especially opening my and running my juice business, all the things that I kind of learned in terms of being and running a business, how it operates, is all really truly from having those experiences. To have those type of people in my life and pour into me, so not just being someone to look up to, but someone who actually is giving that back has been very beneficial.
My turn. I'm gonna go ahead and say my pops, man. Shout out to Papa Hundo, you know what I'm saying? But my dad, he's an amazing person, amazing father, amazing leader. He's a military man. He done traveled the world. He done seen a lot, experienced a lot. I just appreciate, the game he instilled in me, all the knowledge, the wisdom, the navigation through life obstacles. He's been there when I had my kids at an early age. He was always supportive. In everything I do, he's always right in my corner. You know what I'm saying? He may not agree with a lot of things I do, but he definitely gonna try to get me back on the path. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't always perfect as a kid, but him as a father, he definitely stayed on me. He was hard on me, but that made me to the man I am now, to where I don't look for nobody for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get it on my own, get out the mud. You know what I'm saying? No matter what it takes. I just attribute that to him as far as being able to overcome obstacles, just because I've seen it with my own eyes, you know what I'm saying? I seen him come from the projects of Toledo to now, you know what I'm saying, living in his, $350,000 house, just him and my mama, you know what I'm saying, just grinding from the mud up, taking care of his kids, you know what I'm saying, sign his name, he ain't got to put no down payment on nothing. So just seeing that elevation, seeing that growth in him, and seeing where we came from just in my life as a total from when I was born to now is amazing. And he's a true example of, you want something, you work hard, you can go get it. My dad, he retired, he chilling. He don't
that's
do
right.
nothing. He was born in '64. Let's do the math. Y'all can do the math on that, but he chilling, sweet every day. So shout out to my pops.
Are you
57?
64.
61?
61.
64 was 25.
You said he was born in 64?
64.
My mother was born in 56 and she's 69.
25, 61, somewhere around there. But shout out to
saying,
my
my
pops,
daddy
you
told me
know what I'm saying?
he's
Papa
63.
Hundo,
73.
I love you.
Okay.
Won't be the man I am without you, so.
In 64, he would not be 66, babe.
I said 61.
No, he
I
he would be
60.
66.
No, I didn't. I said 61.
Oh,
I know how old you is, I just can't think of it right now.
Dad.
But Papa Hundo, that's what I'm shouting out.
Okay, so can you ask that again?
Yeah.
So I can just have a
So,
Fresh.
and thank you for the fans who gave us this, right? So, if you can shout out one person who inspired you on your journey to be to where you are, and, give them their flowers.
Okay. So that's hard because
It's hard for me too.
quite a few people who have poured into me and given me their support and uplifting during my journey of DJing and before. But as far as my development as a DJ and my skill set and my love for the craft, I want to give a shout out to my homeboy Javier. on Instagram. His name is 1800 SOS.
Shout out to you.
He
bro.
was on a previous season. So I like to, like I said in one of the past episodes, he's one of those ones I refer to as a musical genius. And I'm not even kidding, because he's been doing this since he was like yay high, and he's younger than me. Like, I ain't gonna tell my age, but he's quite younger than me. But I feel like I'm always a student when I'm in his presence. So I just want to give a shout out to him for helping me develop as an artist. Thank you.
I want to thank me. No.
No, that's right. Thank yourself. It's, I didn't
Yeah,
mess
I
with
want to thank
myself.
me, man. I did a lot of stuff by myself. But you know, I want to thank my folks. You know, my family members, my extended and immediate family. You know, they definitely, you know, they see it now more than they did in the beginning. You know, they see, you know, other people are recognizing it and everything like that. You know, they thought it was a hobby at first, but you know, they see it now. But you know, it took them to not see it for me to push harder for them to see it. So you know, sometimes tough love is still love, and you know, so you know, I do want to give my family the flowers for, you know, putting up with me long days and, you know, long nights, and I can do this. I know I can do it. And now that I'm doing it and they seeing the fruits of my labor, you know, I thank them for not giving me an easy route, to be honest, you know, because I probably wouldn't be as successful as I am if I just had everything handed to me, you know. And I also want to thank in the industry, Ty. She's a loctician, Taya Riggins. I appreciate her. She helped me when I first started in the industry. I want to give her her flowers. She's a loctician, but you know, when I first started my Global Kings clothing line, she actually helped me print and press. Her and her daughter helped me print and press a lot of my clothes. You know what I'm saying, to get it out there. And when I wanted to, you know, mass distribute it, you know, shout out to Elijah Frazier. He gave me the plug on how to distribute mass amount of clothes at once. And, you know, it didn't cost me an arm and a leg. We went to the source. And then from there, you know, I want to shout out to Mila Topics and Cheney Sims. Those was my first two co-stars of the Midwest Takeoff. I didn't have a voice when I first got on this, and they helped me develop my voice. And, you know, I want to give them their flowers because they taught me a lot, you know, behind the scenes, talking to me. They always was like great people, you know. They are my sisters for life. And then now I want to give y'all flowers because, like, each of y'all make a different piece of me. Individually, I love music, I love acting, I love athletics, I love cameras, and that's why, you know, each of y'all are a different piece of me, like even with Cannon. And so I just want to say I appreciate all y'all, and I want to give everybody that I just named real life flowers because y'all are great in your own way, and I see success in all y'all lives, for real.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. And hey, y'all see somebody great, man? Drop it in the comments, you know, and don't forget to like, share, and comment, subscribe to the Midwest Takeoff. This is for you guys. We're doing this to highlight y'all. Y'all are rockets, and let's take off.
Let's take off, baby.